Hey everyone, I'm Joe McNamee. I teach people how to buy real estate for a profit without risking their money or their reputation. And I know I keep saying that to you, but it's really important for you to understand as a brand new real estate investor or a seasoned pro to have a really good reputation with real estate investing. The better your reputation is, the more people will be marketing your business for you for free. So more businesses will want to connect with you, more professionals will want to link themselves to you because you're legitimate and you're an honest and straightforward business that takes care of solving people's problems for a fair profit. Everyone understands that a business needs to make money or it's not going to stay in business very long. Even a church has to make money or they can't stay in business to spread their word further. So it's all about understanding how to make your business solid so that other people want to connect with you to promote you and what you do for them to make a fair profit off of. Now, the next 4 houses, we'll show you 4 pictures here. These are all deals that I've done with my local students. So some of them sometimes I joint venture with my local students, and sometimes I just teach them what it is that I do so that then they can go out and do it. So I won't reveal what my students have made exactly on their deals, but I can tell you $10,000 would be a good number to realize that they made no less than $10,000 on each one of these deals. Now, that's a pretty good investment of $10. That's a pretty good ROI of investing $10 to make a minimum of $10,000. Now some of these are way over $10,000, but it's not right for me to tell you exactly what those are. They can do that and I'm fine with that, but I'm not going to do that. Alright, so Heather, if you click to the next picture. Alright, now the first one was a pretty nice looking house. This one's pretty crappy looking house. This house is actually, and see how it has 2 entrances? It's not a duplex. That's just the way it was built. But there's 2 of these, 2 different buildings just like this. But these are actually only about, I think, 8 years old. I know that sounds crazy, but it's the truth. Click to the next picture here. There's the other one. Now that one, someone did a little nicer job with painting. Maybe it got repainted or something, but the first one it looks pretty bad. This one here, same exact style. It looks like a duplex. Could it be rezoned as a duplex? I'm not sure if you can see that on the camera or not. But there's the entranceway here, and then there's a duplicate one, probably off of your camera view over here. But you saw that in the beginning pictures of the blog, I believe. So. Hey, go to the next picture. All right, and there's the last one of the 4. Now, what I do is, I've built a huge buyer's list in my area over the years. But the truth is, it only takes a very small amount of time, a few weeks, a few months, to build a respectable size buyer's list. You will never, ever be able to use all of your buyers on your list. You will not be able to use the ones that are worth a darn on your list. You don't know which ones those really are. Based on their numbers, you can't use that as an assumption. But you'll probably, your buyer's list will probably be valuable. Maybe about 10% of your buyer's list will be valuable. But, so you have to take into consideration, in my area, I have a buyer's list that is a little over 7,000. It's always constantly on my list. I expect that probably to cap out somewhere around 10,000 buyers on my list. And it attrits by maybe 8% per month or per season, and it grows by at least 12%. But there'll be a point in time where it'll start to cap off, and right now, we ramp up and we drop down. We ramp up, and my plan is to ramp up solidly, and I think I'll jump to about 10,000, and then it'll stay there, maybe 9,000. But here's the point. If I have 7,000 on my list, 10% is worth a darn, so that's 700 buyers on my list. I can't do 700 deals in a month. There's no way that I can knock out 700 different house deals in a month. I can't get that many houses at one time. I can get dozens I can get maybe even 100 at one time. But 700, that's really impressive, to be able to just go out and grab 700 houses all at once that I fully control. Not that's on a list that I'm trying to sell or something like that, but that I control. That's a whole different ballgame there. All right, so I have this strong buyers list. So I've trained a few local students. I don't market, advertise my real estate investing business that I teach people how to do this to my local area because I don't want to flood my local area with tons and tons of buyer investors. But I do some, and so it depends on the population that you're working. I work an area where the population is around 40,000. So it's perfectly okay with me to have 10 local students doing real estate deals. Now, why is that important for me to tell you that? Well, if you think about it, do my students need to worry about building a buyer's list if I'm already sitting here with a buyer's list and willing to joint venture with them when they find deals? So they only have to do half of the business, find deals, then connect with me to plug them into my buyer's list. So we find our own deals, and my students find their deals, and now I use more of my buyer's list by doing that, instead of them sitting there and finding something somewhere else, instead of me and my students finding that something for them for a fair profit. So for you in your area, you come, you learn from me how to do what it is that I do. You learn at the basic level. These are all kindergarten deals. These are nothing complicated, hard at all. That commercial one that I've showed you earlier in the video blogs, that one was a little bit more advanced, but not too much. But you learn how to do this, then you go back, quickly start building your buyer's list. I have a product called the Massive Buyer Generating System that'll help you build a massive buyer list really fast. And then find other people in your area to send them to my training, for them to come back and not need to build a buyer's list, but to rely on the list that you already have built. So now they don't have to spend the time and effort it takes to build a buyer's list. All they got to do is get properties under their control and then connect with you. So now you're the go-to person for the buyer's list. Now we're back to that credibility thing that we were talking about earlier. If your business is credible, you're taking care of people, helping solve a problem for a fair profit, other people will want to connect with you. And so now you can quickly ramp up a massive business in your local area. And it depends on your population as to how many people. If you have a population that you're working in an area of maybe 100,000, there's nothing wrong with having 25 different investors under you sharing your buyer's list with you.